The curiosity and enthusiasm of us humans is extraordinary. We're always yearning to learn something. There are countless things to learn and countless ways to learn them. One of the ways most of us prefer is a place where we are guided by professionals to gain knowledge, a place where we can evolve as better human beings. Most of us prefer academic education. Children are given only so much of attention until they become a few years old. After that, they are usually sent to a school so that the rest of their childhood can be taken care of by professionals and that they can grow up among others their own age. In a generation where mostly both the parents hold jobs and cannot give full time to their children, the role of a school seems quite important. If we roughly analyze the type of education a child attains in a school, we can divide it into 4 types: health and safety, general knowledge, career education, and education based on interest. These 4 types of education are the basic pillars in one's life. So we know the importance of schooling. Now it is our responsibility to maintain and protect the education that a school provides. Teachers, educationalists, parents, and even students try to leave no stones unturned to promote academic education. But we all do know that our education system currently has pitfalls which are constantly being neglected. The state of education there has not lived up to its standards lately. The scope of schooling has become depressingly narrow. Rather than supporting children to enhance their knowledge, it forces them to get good qualification anyhow, discouraging their enthusiasm and curiosity. Schooling has become a mind-numbing institute, which limits children from exploring their abilities to the fullest. Students complain that schooling makes them miserable. Teachers complain that students have become resistant to the system. Parents complain that their children have no interest in learning, and educationalists believe that the system has failed to create innovative and intelligent set of human beings. So what is the root cause of all of this? The answer: inefficient and insufficient education. What we learn is not enough, and what we do learn is not completely necessary. In this system, each and every child is compelled to go through the same curriculum without letting them follow alternative pathways. If you go against it, you are considered unintelligent. If you obey the system and keep yourself within the unreasonable limits maintained by the system, you're considered brilliant. Author of the American Mercury, H.L. Mencken states, "The aim of public education is simply to reduce as many individuals as possible to the same level, to breed and train standardized citizenry, to put down dissent and originality." It is almost as if the silent golden rule of the education system is, don't think out of the box. The world has come to a blind conclusion that if you're not in school, you're not smart. This is probably the only reason why qualification has become comparatively more important than education itself. The lack of practicality and originality has greatly affected children's creativity. Students take schools and schoolwork as a burden which discourages them from doing productive things. So how do we deal with this disaster? Like any other disaster reduction processes, this disaster can be reduced in 3 main steps. Step number 1, renovation. Currently, we practice a few techniques to analyze the potential of students and even help them to obtain knowledge in an easy manner. These techniques are quite outdated and inaccurate and puts more pressure on the students rather than making school an interesting aspect for learning. Therefore, new, improved, and creative methods should be introduced in the system so that students will be more dedicated to their education. Step number 2, utilization of technology. In the olden times, the standard of education of students depended upon the standard of knowledge the teachers had. The only way to gain education was to listen and believe everything a teacher said in the classroom. But now that the times have changed, education can be gained in so many different ways thanks to the advanced technology. Students should learn to utilize this technology for their own educational benefits. In places where schools have no reach, technology can make a difference. Step number 3, interaction and reviews from the victims. Not only students and teachers, but even educationalists and parents have equal importance in uplifting our education system. These main members should clarify their problems regarding the system. Every one of them should explain what they are most dissatisfied about. Their voices should be given priority. The main issues should be highlighted and looked into immediately. Uplifting the standard of education is a national concern. We should never stop learning. What we should stop is learning the wrong way. No student is less, no problem is small. Let's make a change starting today.